Welcome back, Rare Talks. You already know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't, make sure you go over to the Spotify.
Make sure.
And I've got a special guest, not even a guest, this is my brother.
Come on.
Brought my brother on today. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know who he is, he's going to introduce himself. Tell him who you are, my bro.
Astaxx, man, the one and only, my bro.
Come on, man.
The one and only. Good to see you, my bro.
I know,
you get me?
Man. It's love, man.
Every time, bro.
You know what's funny? I won't see Stax for 7, 8, 9 months. And when we see each other, it's like that.
Oh, facts, bro.
And I think that's because some people, you know what's funny? My mum asked about you yesterday.
Swear down.
My mum asked about you yesterday.
Big her up, bro. Big her up, man.
Who's that, brother? What happened to your friend? I'm like, what friend? She's like, the one that brought you books here. I'm like, what one brought me books here? The parents remember random stuff, you know?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? And she said, Aaron. She said, you're Govy. I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah, my brother. Yeah, he's about, mum. He's about. Like, what's going on?
How is she? She good?
Yeah, she's good.
Good.
Mum and dad is asking about you, man.
Nah, cause bro, it's like, to be honest, I second that, bro, what you're saying. Like, every time we link up, it's the same, bro. You know the way there, it's exactly the same. Like,
I think it's because we were so close when we was younger as well.
100%, bro. And we never had no fallouts or nothing, really. You know? Not really. Obviously, man, will have little arguments or little things here and there. Because we're rolling together day in, day out and that. But there was never no, like, we never had no big things to where it was like, do you know what I mean? It's just like,
because we both got each other. You know, some people you meet, and you lot just kind of gel from the beginning.
Facts, bro. Like, from the start,
from
bro.
The beginning, from the start, man's introduced us. Man's been like, yeah, you're cool, you're cool. Yeah. And it's like been a mutual, and then we built a mad friendship from there.
Facts.
And then we done talent shows.
Talent shows together.
And that was off the chance. That wasn't even like, we didn't plan that, you know.
Nothing,
we just went Croydon one day, and before you know it, we entered the talent show.
Facts, bro.
That's a mad. Do you remember that?
Big up. Who was with that day as well? There was. Who was with that? Hayes, and he had the dog and that. Bro,
that was mad.
Trust me, bro. Man's been through so much. You get me? And man just gotta just treasure it. While man still can. So when man link up, tell you I love you. You know the way there, bro. Tell you I love you. Love your family.
Come on, man. Say, man.
You get me, bro.
Your mum as well, man. Your mum done a lot for me as well.
Bro, come on, bro.
You know
come on, man.
Like,
come on, man.
She gave me Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I'll never forget that.
Come on.
Before people even knew what that book was.
Yeah, old school.
2005.
Old school.
Who knew what Rich Dad, Poor Dad was in 2005?
Yeah. Man was reading that old school still before, like, asset column and liability columns and all of that, you know? I was reading that from old school.
Your mum bust me still. I remember the part when you was talking about, had 2 dads.
Yeah. And the poor dad.
And the poor dad wasn't actually poor.
Yeah.
But he was poor compared to what the rich dad was.
Financially.
Yeah.
And they had different perspectives on money, innit? You know what I mean?
The poorness wasn't in his ability to make money, it was in his thought process. Yeah. How he sees money and how he sees the world and that, you get me? No, 100%, bro. So tell us, what's going on with you, man? Tell us what's new with you,
I've just released a brand new project, bro.
No way.
Self-produced, all the tracks on it, produced them. That's the first project that I've done that, you know, the way they're self-written.
So you
5 track. Yeah.
Produced all the beats.
Produced all the beats.
Engineered everything?
Nah, I didn't engineer it. I'm not.
I got to say, bro, that's hard.
Nah, that's next. I want to be able to get to the level where I can do that, but I just don't want to cut corners, you know what I mean? Like, I could have. Like certain freestyles and that, man, you know what I mean? Like the Warm K-Trap freestyle, man, done the Central C, Doja freestyle. Man will mix them manself, you know what I mean there? But when it comes to the EP and that, like the official stuff, you got to get the bread out, bro, and just pay someone who's going to do it justice, you know what I mean there, bro?
100%. So what inspired this EP out of all the other EPs that you've done?
Just like, well, it's called the C.O.L.D, which is an acronym for the cost of living dreams. You get me?
But what made you come with that name? That's a deep name.
You know, like, it's just all about timing, bro. And it's like, in this time, you know, the cost of living crisis, people are struggling to, you know what I mean? It's getting harder, bro, to like top up the electric, the gas, and still do this and do that. You get me? Like, and it's a slow squeeze as well. You go to the shops and that, and things are like double the price they used to be, or a third of the price they used to be. So all of these things, bro, and it's like, you know, obviously man's got a lot of responsibilities, commitments and that, you know what I mean there? So for me to still be you know, doing what I love, doing music and that, it's a sacrifice at the same time, bro. 'Cause man's gotta like not go partying. Man's gotta not spend money on that. You know the way there, man's gotta like focus on certain things, you know the way there, bro. So obviously with the title, The Cost of Living Dreams, that is the cost, innit, of doing what you love to do, of trying to get to your goal, trying to get to your vision, is basically having to make sacrifices, innit, paying the cost to live your dreams, you know the way there. So it's just like a flip on what's going on right now, but trying to spin it in a positive way and say like the cost of living dreams. Not like the cost of living, oh, it's good. Like,
I hate when people like this, because we're actually living in a crisis now, but it's like they've said it to us, but they haven't kind of said it to us. Like they've told us that we're living, or like everything's going up, but they're not giving us a reason. And I think that's where civil unrest comes, because like people eventually say, well, like, is it because of Ukraine and Russia, bro?
well, there is reasons. They give you reasons, whether that's the right, correct reasons. Obviously, the different rooms you're in, you'll get different information, innit? But the Ukraine and Russia thing, obviously, they're saying the gas and that, the price of the gas. So, like, when the petrol was going up and that, and the price of the gas in our homes and that, that's due to, like, partly the Ukraine and Russia thing, because England used to get, like, a big, or, like, a certain percentage of their oil from Russia, you know, the way of their gas or whatever. So now that, you know, they're beefing and that, you know, people are taking advantage, innit? And like when the supply shrinks or whatever, and then there's still a big demand for it, you get me? Then people are putting up the prices and capitalising, bro.
Facts.
You get me?
It's funny, man. It's funny because they never really tell us anything. We don't really know anything.
Yeah.
It's like they keep everything so hidden, and then we're just feeling it financially.
No, 100.
And seeing it. And man's like, bro, blueberries are £2.
100. But it's like the information's there though, because it's like, even when I was researching, man's writing a little book to go with the project as well. It's called The Cost of Living Dreams as well. So man's looking at like, so why are the prices actually higher, innit? And some of it is to do with like the COVID thing and that as well, innit? Like where so many things were shut down during the lockdown and that, production stopped on certain things and that. So that's still kind of having an effect on certain people's businesses now. Do you know what I mean? Or certain things were not made, or they couldn't get made in that period. Like, or like something called semiconductors for like, that they're using computers and stuff like that. The factories were shut down or whatever, so they weren't making them. So it's like, there's a lot of things that happened in that time that are still affecting us now, you know what I mean? There. But all the information's out there, but it's just like, it's just, yeah, like our lives are so on the go that it's like, when have you got time to sit down and research that if that's not your job, you know what I mean? There.
I'm just because I'm not sitting there and researching that. I'm not sitting there researching that. I just want an easy answer, like, yeah, Russia and Ukraine, all right, cool. So how do we get our money back? Like, do we have to start? Because from what I know, Rishi Sunak's talking about he sent $3 billion to Ukraine, but they never got it. Ukraine saying, you said that, but we ain't got the money.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking,
what, the guy who wrote the book?
No, Rishi Sunak, the actual Prime Minister, said he's sending $3 billion over to Ukraine.
Oh, see.
I'm like, bro, how can you send $3 billion when man's in cost of living crisis?
Bro, just on that point, yeah, is Rishi Sunak the most, not underwhelming, but like the most, you know, like normally you have a Prime Minister, you know who it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because I'm just kind of tapped out of like all of the news stories and that, but it don't even feel like he's the Prime Minister, bro.
He never got elected.
But there's a couple man that never got elected, no? Even did Theresa May get elected?
I think we elected her still, and then she just left instant, like not long. She just couldn't handle the pressure.
Yeah.
She couldn't handle. And then Boris Johnson, he came in, I think, after her, and then there's another person.
Yeah.
It's all been a mess.
Yeah.
It's actually a mess, you know. When you really deep it,
facts,
our country's actually messy, bro.
Yeah.
We're not even voting for man, and they're getting in power.
Yeah.
Do you know how mad that is?
It is mad.
It's called a finesse.
Yeah.
Think about what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
I have not been voted. The people don't know who I am.
Yeah.
But I'm in power taking care of the country.
Literally, it's mad. It is mad, bro.
Where's the democracy? That's what democracy is, when we pick who our leader is.
That's how it's supposed to be, but that's how it's supposed to be, innit? A lot of things are supposed to be something, but it's not. You know what I mean? There.
What's your I've always wanted to ask you this question on a podcast, What's your thoughts on freedom of speech?
Just it's important. It needs to be there, bro. Do you know what I mean? I think the internet has changed the way that people look at freedom of speech because it's so easy to broadcast your voice to the world now, but it's so important to have, bro. Without freedom of speech, you're basically living in some sort of society where it's like almost tyrannical because you can't say what you want to say for feeling of like persecution. You know what I mean there? So it's like, I feel like people are going to say mad stuff and that, like on the internet and stuff. But if you don't mess with it, just don't mess with it.
Facts.
Because people only do it because they know they'll get attention from it. You know what I mean? If like every time someone saw something mad, they just didn't mess with it, blocked it, whatever, then it's like people would stop doing it because there's no money in it. But if like everyone's like, oh, have you seen this? Repost it. You know what I mean? Like the youths, what happened the other day, when they walked in the house and that, like if everyone's like Piers Morgan's getting them on and that, there's some next youth sitting down now thinking, raw, you know what? That's how we can get our podcast popping. Let's go out there now, get a bally, run in this shop, do it. You know what I mean, bro?
And that's the thing. And the reason why I asked you what's freedom of speech, because usually what I've seen of a lot of your projects, you do go into a lot of politics. Like one time I believe that you was doing the news, politics around the world.
Yeah.
And I remember you was telling me your videos is getting taken down.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it's literally rap. It's not like I didn't really understand what they was doing. They're like, oh, you're using this image and that was
mad,
like
bro.
I think that was like a way of trying to silence you because what they were saying, they didn't really want that message to go out there. There's
mad, bro.
Too political, but I'm thinking it's news that everyone knows anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're just making it sound good.
Yeah.
So I didn't get that. So I could talk about murdering my own brothers.
Literally.
All day, like I stabbed man, I shot man in the neck.
Yeah.
Times,
Yeah, that'll go viral.
You're not even saying that, nothing even bad. You're actually
literally
saying, like the fire in this country. There's certain things you were saying in some of your
rap diaries,
rap diaries, bro. I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, bro, there's a fire in the world. Bro, one time you done one, I thought it was the Day of Judgment, bro.
Yeah.
When I was watching your thing, I was like, brother, what is going on? This don't make no sense.
Trust me,
I
bro.
didn't know all of this.
Trust
and
me.
the way you're making it sound like, brother, this is mad. I'm watching it with like, I'm learning.
Yeah.
But then you're telling me, raw, they're shutting you down.
Yeah.
Taking down videos.
Yeah.
And even certain ones you couldn't even get back.
Yeah, literally, bro. It's like anytime you touch on anything too political, I think there's one where it was like around election time, and I just said something like, raw, I can't vote for the right party because I don't believe in any of them or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And my video, they put a flag on it and that and said something about it was like political and do you know what I mean? And with Facebook, they tried to make me, I had to verify myself. I had to like send off a letter and yeah, bro. It's like, and I wasn't even saying nothing like, let's go and march and do this. I'm just like reporting on what's happened, same way Trevor McDonald or any of these other guys are doing, but I'm just rapping it. I'm just putting a different spin on it. You get me? Yeah, they wanted me to send a letter to like verify who I was and that. You get me, bro? But like you said, if I would have said, raw, yesterday I chef 10 man, then I came home, then walk 10 gal. You know the way they're like, that's calm. That's calm.
That's why I say that freedom of speech is very rigid in what they say in this country, and that's why they'll always cuss other countries about, oh, Russia's like this, China's like that.
Yeah.
But how are we any different or any better? I don't really see, the hypocrisy that I see from the West is very apparent now.
Yeah.
To the point where it's a little bit scary. Like somebody was saying to the South African president recently, oh, how can you support Putin? And he's like, bro, how can you not support America?
Yeah.
Like, how you not going to come at me, bro? Remember what America done? They went to Iraq and said mass destruction. There was nothing there. And killed bare people. What happened to that guy?
Yeah, literally.
So why are you talking about what Russia's doing? Russia ain't even that bad. That ain't affecting me. He said with Iraq, they sent UK soldiers and American soldiers. That's our people, basically. Went to fight for nothing and died, some people.
This is what I'm saying, bro. It's like freedom of speech is... You are free to say what you want, but there is a consequence to it. You know what I'm saying there? So in a way, it is free because you can say what you want.
All right.
And if you think something's worth saying, then you should really, like if you really think it's going to change or make a change, then you should kind of say it anyway, innit? Do you know what I mean? But obviously, there's certain things that when I'm thinking about it, there's certain madmen out there, innit? So I would even draw the line on free speech. Maybe in a couple places too, bro. Do you know what I mean? But then once you start doing that, it's a slippery slope, bro. Because where does it stop, innit?
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. But I feel like we've got in such a route now that we know there's no such thing as freedom of speech. It's not a lie. And now we're wary of what we say because we've seen like people like Wiley get deplatformed.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate got deplatformed.
Yeah.
Like they're making this deplatforming thing be like and they're doing it very swiftly as well. So like you just wake up one day and everything gone.
It's mad, bro.
Can't even order an Uber.
It's mad.
Bank account gone.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't even function in society like that. Because it's a digital society, innit? And it's like, if you're doing entertainment, anything in that sort of realm, you know, if it's difficult, bro. It's tricky. You know what I mean there? But end of the day, you just got to try and speak from your heart, innit? And just believe that the right thing's going to happen overall. You know what I mean there? Like a guy like Wiley, he's so entrenched in people's minds and hearts and that he's gonna live on forever anyway, bro. You know what I mean there? Even the guy Andrew Tate, I don't really like rock with him like that, but he seems to be entrenched to the point where even they deleted all his profiles and that. I think he's got a Twitter back and that now. But like people are still rocking with him, you know what I mean there? Because he's connected with people, you get me? So that's what it's about, man.
So you see this project here, what I've noticed as well is you've only put 5, is it 5 songs?
5 songs, yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I know you've got more stuff in the bag.
Yeah.
I know you got way more. I know you got some powerful stuff in the bag.
1,000,000%.
So what made you say, I'm only putting out 5 on this?
I just, you know, like when you go to a restaurant, imagine going to a restaurant and you're not even that hungry, but you thought, like, let me just pass through, or maybe a girl took you there or something, she's hungry, you get me? And I just saw it like, a lot of people, they're not really hungry for new music, innit? Like, if they hear something that's cool, they'll listen to it. You know what I mean? So it's like, I thought, let me just do a 5-track thing to where it's like, if you're not hungry, you could still eat it. You know the way there? It's not like some big curry goat, rice and peas. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you see man's track list got 20 tunes. You don't even want to listen to it, bro. It just looks like too much.
It really does, bro.
You get me?
Like,
so
I see 20, I'm like, right, all right, cool. How am I going to break this down?
Yeah, bro. It's just like
either a journey or something. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if you're on a long journey.
Yeah, on the motorway and that.
Then you're banging it like that.
But it's like, yeah, so I just thought 5 tracks, quick and easy, even if you don't know me, right, it's 5 tracks, innit? Where can I go wrong, innit? Like 5 skips, if at the worst. You know what I'm way there? But I think everyone who listens to it is going to mess with at least 1 track. You know what I'm way there?
My favourite track's Who Am I?
Okay.
Yeah, Who Am I?
Yeah.
Thinking, right, like, you was bouncing off the beat kind of nicely.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Doing your thing. I was like, bro, what? Is this what? I like that tune. Out of all of them, Who Am I is the one that I pulled up.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, this is my thing.
That's a lot of man's favourite tracks still. That's a lot of people's favourite tracks still. Yeah.
I listened to it and I was like, wait a second. Hey, listen to this. You hear that punchline?
That's what I'm saying, bro. I think my one's probably favourite track is probably track 3, Hustle to Gain. Sometimes when your blessing is double the weight, it's double the weight. You know the way there.
Straight. Grateful. I liked Grateful. Grateful. What came through you for Grateful, and where did that come from? Because that felt like that was more of a soul tune that came from your heart. That came
100%.
That felt like, for me personally, when I was listening to it, it felt like it came from your heart. It wasn't like a song you just made from your tongue or
100%, bro.
Like them lyrics were like heartfelt when you was writing it.
100%, bro. It's like, man came up in church and that, you know the way there. So it's like soul and like having a message in the words and that is like a powerful thing for man, you know the way there. And music ain't just like, you know, a lot of people say, yeah, I'm just doing, music's just a place to get to somewhere else and so you can get a shoe deal or whatever, you know the way. For me, music is a powerful thing, innit? Like, it changes people's mood, it changes people's minds, it changes how people see the world, everything, you get me, bro? So it's like, I do music with that sort of perspective, you know what I mean there? So it's like, the tunes I like creating the most are songs that are from the heart, about real stuff, and that people can connect with because it's real stuff. Do you know what I mean? And that's just one of those sort of tunes, bro. I think the times that we're living in as well, it just kind of puts you in that certain mood some days, you know the way there, when you just want to like just talk the real stuff, bro. But obviously with me, man want to talk the real stuff but make it still sound good, bro. Like there's a lot of people talking real stuff but it's boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's entertainment, bro, first and foremost. So it's like, even if it's the truth, you gotta make that jump.
Because that's what people want.
Yeah, it's entertainment, bro. It's not uni.
Yeah. With that tune, like, a little side note, a lot of people don't know. Astaxx, I'm 100% sure you was in the choir when you was younger. You, your brothers, all of you lot all had different roles in the choir. One was, I don't know if one of you lot are guitar players. I know them man was on there, 100%. Because one time I come, your mum said something to me and I was like, what? She said, yeah, all of them, they was all good church boys. He used to be a singer. He was a dancer. I was like, what? Who was a dancer?
A dancer? Nah, no, it was dancing
Oh,
still.
like, you was...
Oh yeah, no, man was dancing.
I told you.
Yeah.
His mum told me. What are you talking about? I know your mum.
No,
like.
all of us, like, man used to do like, you know, like, so when man was about 11 or something, there was like outreach, you know, like summer programs and that, innit?
Yeah.
So remember like Sister Act and that? You know, like Lauryn Hill and Sister Act and that.
Yeah.
So them tunes there, man will be singing that in like Peckham Square and that, you know the way they're like doing the moves and that. But I've always been like not a technically good dancer, innit? I could move, but I move in my own way, you know the way there. So I can never do the steps, bro.
You could dance.
Nah, when I dance, it's just me, just my brain, just, you know what I mean, bro? But if you used to tell me do these steps, I can't really do it, bro. You know the way there.
Remember that time we went to that party? This is how you know I'm old school. I can remember when you met certain people. Bro, it's so
I was thinking, what are you about to say?
No. I'm not incriminating. Hey, we went to Tottenham.
Oh, snap.
Me, you, Skins.
Was that Tottenham?
It was Tottenham, bro.
Okay. Back them times there, man didn't even, man just going, like, you know what I mean?
Man was, that's how you know, yeah, that people from C.O.L.D are so different.
Trust me, bro.
We got on a train to go to, we went to some ghetto ends.
Some mad rave.
And the man's in the rave, like chilling.
And
like it was normal. Like,
you can't even tell the full story as well of like that night. You know the way there. I don't know if you remember the full story.
I remember the full story.
This is what I'm saying. But the things we can tell is that obviously man's gone from C.O.L.D to, I just remember it north. I didn't even know it was Tottenham.
It was Tottenham, Seven Sisters. We jumped off at Seven Sisters and walked around.
Yeah.
That's yeah. It was in the heart of Tottenham, bro.
Yeah, we're in the rave and man are looking at us crazy and that, but we're like bumping into youths and just doing our madness. And then we went and grabbed the mic and that, man got wheel ups and that on the mic.
Man,
you remember?
grabbed the mic. That was my normal thing, you know.
Yeah.
Anywhere I go, man's grabbing the mic. I swear down.
Have to, bro.
I'm grabbing the mic. I'm in the dance floor dancing. I was that guy in the floor dancing with the girls. And then after, I saw the opportunity. I saw even Wiley was there and that. Yeah, Wiley was in there still, but he didn't. I don't think he spat in that part because remember there was a couple of rooms.
Yeah,
we was in our little room downstairs, the little garage thing.
Yeah,
and I think some guys were doing their own set and we just took over. That's mad.
Hey, bro, now that you're saying that, yeah, I remember a different time, bro. I remember because you're my mad brethren, bro. Like you took me to some different place. I remember you saying, "Raw, like man's got a party to go to in it. It's in Vauxhall, you know the way there. Yeah, my brethren from college or something showed me about it." Oh, bro, man gets into the rave and it's just all Chinese people. The whole rave. The whole rave, bro. Just like about, what is that, 6 black youths, 6 of us. The whole rave, bro. It's just all Chinese people, bro. You know the way there.
You know what? I can't even remember I brought you there, you know. That is mad.
Mad, bro. Man still had an alright time, you know the way there, but I just always remember that.
I used to roll triads, isn't it?
Yeah. There was definitely a few of them in there, bro.
There was bare of them in there. The whole rave was triad. But them triads, you won't know they're on anything.
Yeah, they were calm. No one said nothing, bro. It was calm. It was calm.
They have fun and then go home.
Yeah, obviously people are looking at you like, raw, like, I've never seen people like this in this rave, you know the way there, but at the end of the day, it was calm still.
Yeah, that was a mad night still. I don't know what I was doing them times still.
Trust me, bro. Mad.
But like, when you think of the music, so you're saying your music, that song Grateful came from a place of like, of like your upbringing.
Yeah.
And also you being a grateful person as well. Because, I feel like a lot of us are not grateful certain times. Like we have so much going on around us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we start to forget our blessings. Like, man's a blessed guy. Like, man's got, you know, healthy children. You know what I'm saying? I got my family are still alive. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, bro.
A lot of people have lost a lot of family members.
Big blessings, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And
big blessings. Yeah. That's where the song came from. It's like, because even on them low days, it's like perspective, innit? It's like, when you're looking at life from the wrong perspective, you can't be grateful, innit? Because you're looking at everything that you haven't got instead of everything that you have got. You get me? So it's like, where man's like really on form and where man's like flowing is where man's looking at the stuff man can do that's in man's control and just doing it, bro. Like, everything else is irrelevant, bro. You can't control everything, you know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to do more now, just let go and just, you know what I mean, flow with it, bro. But the grateful tune, yeah, like, man's talking about certain madnesses that happened back in the day and that. Man's talking about certain man, you know, in the winter, like these times, like, because the prices are so mad, man's flipping wearing hoodies and that indoors, you know the way there, bro.
I know man that slept in their clothes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's like,
the sheet around their body and they made that little hole there so they can breathe.
And all that, bro. And that's all wild. That. Trust me, bro. Like, especially in the winter time, there's people like choosing between heat or, do you know what I mean, food or heat and maybe getting to work in the morning and stuff like that. You get me? So, man, for be grateful for what man's got. You get me? And just try and live by that, bro. Obviously, it's hard to do that every day, but you need reminders, innit? You know what I mean? And that song's like a reminder. You get me? Man's still breathing, man's still kicking. You get me?
Trust me. What would you say, what was your, like, when you was younger, musical experience? Because people don't know, like, how long you've been rapping for.
Yeah.
What's your first musical experience, like, just in the music world in general, like, proper tune-wise? I can go back to, I've got bare memories with you.
Yeah.
I could go back to, like, 100 memories myself.
Yeah.
Like, Dre's house.
Yeah. Old school.
At the top of the block.
Yeah.
And then I got your house.
Yeah.
In your brother's room.
Yeah.
Bro, for some reason, that's like a legendary moment in my life. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Every time like, I really think about certain moments in my life, like, that was a legendary moment when we made that tape. I know it sounds so, like, because it was so long ago, and man was so young.
Yeah.
But we were going ham.
I think a big part of it was like, remember Manor was on that tape. You know the way there, bro. Manor was on that still, so R.I.P. You get me?
My brother Manor, man.
Rest up, you get me, bro? And that, I think, when I think back to that, just remembering that he was with us, and do you know what I mean? Like, that's what makes that more special for man as well. You know?
Manor was there, bro.
Yeah, bro, he was there. So I just wish I still had them tapes and that, bro. That would be some special stuff, you know what I mean? There.
It was really special, bro.
But yeah, like man's earliest memories and that of rapping and that is like, I remember my mum wanted to do a tune back in the day. It was called God Is My Father, you know what I mean? There. It was like in church and that. And everyone had their own thing to do. Like my brother was on the keyboard, like my other brother, obviously drummers and that, you know what I mean? There. And there was nothing for me to do but grab the mic, you know what I mean? There. So I had to write a little 8-bar or whatever. You get me? And then I went out and man performed it at church, but I went onto the stage and just completely forgot the bars, you know what I mean? There. So man just on the stage looking crazy, you get me? But it was mad because from then, that kind of gave me a little identity as a mic man. You know what I mean? There. And that, it was just by default because it was just the only thing that was kind of left to do. You know what I mean? There, bro. It was either that or probably the triangle or something, you know?
That is neat. And you know that triangle is neat.
Trust me, bro. So that's one of my earliest. One of my best would probably be... like man's been brought out by like Naughty Boy a couple times to do like couple special guest performances and that. You get me?
That crowd looked wild,
bro. There was one.
I've never seen, bro. What was going through your head when you came out to that crowd? Talk
bro.
to me, because I saw that crowd and I was like, bro, that crowd looked crazy.
Bro, it's like, when you're about to go on stage, it's just mad, bro. It's just like Usain Bolt before he's about to go and do the sprint, bro.
You got
the adrenaline. But it's you've been rehearsing and that, you've been reciting these lyrics and that, and then you go out there and it's just bam, and it's just 10 couple minutes or whatever, and it's just done. You know what I mean there, bro? But it's like the adrenaline kind of takes over, and over time you just got to try to learn to like control that to a point where you're giving a good performance, innit? You know what I mean there? You're not just like getting mad and losing your voice and shouting and you can't even breathe in that. You know, because you get caught up in the moment, innit? Yeah, but one of the most lit nights was in Hungary, bro. So, I think
Hungary. What was you doing in Hungary, bro?
C.O.L.D festival in Hungary, innit? Man, that's some mad footage of that. I don't even know where it is, bro. But it was in some tent. You get me? Some big tent, bro. And the crowd was just so lit, bro. You know, man are just coming out to really have a good time. You know what I mean?
That's why I like Europe.
Yeah,
bro. They don't care about who you are, what's going on. They just want to have fun.
They just want to have fun,
and
bro.
That to me is like different to the UK. Is more stuck at like, I use that like.
Oh, bro,
like,
trust me, bro.
Like, the hardest crowds are UK.
Trust me,
like,
trust me.
in the whole of the world.
Yeah, but then man see you outside, like, bro, that was hard.
It's so weird, isn't it? It's so weird.
It's like, it's just, I think it's to do with like the saturation of the game, bro. Because there's so much man doing this now. And we're just, you open up your phone now, bro, you're going to see 10 rappers, you know what I mean? All of them saying the same thing. So it's not new anymore, innit? It's like, you know, it's just not special, innit? And
Do you think you need talent at this moment to be a rapper?
You need
a good marketing team. What do you think?
It depends what you're trying to do. It's like, if you got personality, you could do it. You know what I mean? And you got like some sort of work ethic, you could do it, bro. Because you can get man to write your bars for you. Do you know what I mean? And if you got some bread to put in, that can fly easy, bro. You know what I mean there? With what I'm doing, I want to have like longevity. You know what I mean there? And I want to like talk about stuff that kind of means something. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I balance it out, because, you know, you come to a show, you're going to get some energetic stuff as well. You get me? You're going to get some, like, stuff to just bounce to in that as well. Do you know what I mean? But overall, my thing's more of a longevity thing, to where even in 10 years, some of these songs, you can listen to them and it's like, it's going to remind you of something, or it's going to, you know what I mean? Yeah, Tupac vibes. You get me? Nas vibes.
Yeah, Nas is like, bro, I can slap on, I remember I slapped on one day, 145, 246. I was like, this song is cold.
Cold, bro.
Like, bro, the way he rapped it and the whole story is to go with it.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Damn it, some hoes, one in the crib, down. I was like, bro, like, I'm actually, because I'm older now and I'm looking at it from like an outside, not inside in, outside in. I'm like, Ron, Nas was kind of dark with it still.
Kinda, bro. Do you remember the Rewind story?
Bro, that story, to this day, there's not a rapper that can reinvent that.
I don't think so, bro. That story there is just, that puts him above certain man. Even when you're talking about Jay-Z, Nas and that, I've never heard Jay do something like that.
Never. Jay-Z, I feel like his marketing was better, but I generally don't think that he was a better rapper than Nas.
Nah, he's not.
Like, rapper, I'm talking about bars.
But you know what it is as well? I think they're coming, Jay-Z's from just more of a business perspective, innit? Because he's got that legendary, well, not legendary, but like that line in it where he says like, truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense. You get me? Who's a conscious rapper, but I just sold 5 mil. I ain't rhyme like common sense. You know what I mean there? So from there, you know, he's rhyming for the bread. You get me? But Nas, you could tell, obviously, he wants the bread as well, but he don't want to do it in a tacky way where he's just doing what everyone else is doing. You know what I mean there, bro? He wants to do it in a way. That's why he's writing a story like that, bro, where he's talking the whole thing in reverse. What, like, you get me?
I kind of believe that Nas's career went down when he got with Khalees, if I'm being honest. I kind of feel like his content before that was crazy, and then he got with Khalees and he got so he got like so in tune with that, so thing with that, like that. Even after like that kind of had a big effect on him, because I ain't seen Nas like really release a project that I can actually say like all of his old stuff are classics. Like classics. Like you go to one of them old albums, you can listen to it from track 1 to the last track with no skipping. Yeah. Not even skipping a bar, bro. I'm talking about it's that good. Even the people that he brought on, they were that good. Like he made sure everyone's bars were at a certain, like he was writing for man like no, I rewrite that. Like that's how it looked like on them albums. But now like you put a Nas in, like, I don't get that same feeling. Like, I don't get that.
I think the thing, because I'm not gonna lie, the Life Is Good album, Nas, that's a banging album, bro.
What, from beginning to end?
From beginning to end, bro. Well, he's all got Amy Winehouse and that on the album, bro.
Amy Winehouse?
That's what I'm saying. Fam, the album is hard, but it just don't get the props. I think you're saying Khalees, but I think realistically the biggest thing that affected his career was his beef with Jay.
Not really, but he bossed off that little E4.
Don't matter, bro. Don't matter.
He murdered my man with E4.
Is Jay-Z probably the most successful financially rapper to ever rap?
I think Drake is.
You think Drake's more successful at this point? Yeah. Well, obviously, how do you define successful though? If we're just talking about financial, then Jay-Z's way past him, innit?
You think so?
Bro, he's been able to like, he's got drink companies, Rock Nation management.
Just on music, on streams.
But that's all come from music.
What the
everything he's doing now, the foundation of it, obviously if you take it back, he was trapping, but the real foundation was the music, innit?
Do you think so? I think it was like Damon Dash and Big. I think like them man was the...
Yeah, together, but obviously they came together to make Rockefeller Records, innit? And then from there, everything kind of, they done the Rockaway.
I see what you're saying.
Boom.
If we're talking about independency and having ownership, then yeah, Jay-Z.
Yeah, so...
I don't think Drake's by himself. I feel like Drake's still signed to someone. So
yeah, he
someone's
is.
eating off of him.
Yeah.
He's eating.
Yeah, eating more, good, yeah.
Because they got him. I don't think no one owns Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z owns himself, if I'm honest. He owns Rock Nation, bro.
Yeah, he's got to that point now, innit? He's probably, I don't know if there might be shareholders and whatnot, you know the way there, but I was only saying that to say that sometimes, say if you went against Jay-Z and you beat him, so Ether'd him, it's like other people in the industry, they might be a bit thing to work with you as opposed to working with Jay. Or they might not want to work with you and Jay see it and get the wrong idea and things like that.
You think it's that deep?
I think it can be that deep, bro. I think it definitely can be.
After that, Nas, like, he released, I think, like, 2 albums that was sick, like, I think Godson or something like that, and then another album. Like, after Ether, he was still doing his thing, but then I feel like that side of his life kind of took a turn for the worst. Yeah. And the divorce and all that, and everyone knows divorce and separation from anyone that you're in love with is hard. He's done a few interviews about it, and I just clocked, like, because I see Khalees moved on and whatever. And I'm like, wait a second. Because I think he had a daughter called Destiny. Yeah. And he made a song about her, like Little Black Girls.
Daughters.
Yeah, that song is cold.
Like,
bro. He's don't ever get, like...
That's
Nas
on the Life Is Good album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nas has still got bars. Don't ever get it twisted. But, like, as for, like, a consistent project, like, from beginning to end, like, this is just my belief. I feel like he plateaued. So he got to such a high level in it that, like, I feel like people will keep saying, oh, this artwork is great. So he felt like he couldn't go above it. Like,
100%.
Stillmatic was better than Illmatic. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Bro.
Stillmatic was better than Illmatic.
Trust me, bro.
People will still talk about Illmatic, but I'm like, forget that. Go to Stillmatic, bro.
Trust me.
I can play that from track
That's
1.
my favourite Nas album.
Bro, every tune.
Trust me.
There's tunes on there, you put it on now, you're like, bro, you're in a zone.
Trust me, bro.
Zone out to it and be like,
I swear that Rewind tune's on there, the Ether tune, from start to finish. They shooting. Oh, made you look.
One mic.
Come on, bro.
Like, that song was legendary at the time that it dropped. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even about now. Like, if you listen to that song now today, you'll zone out. Be like,
yeah, bro, because it's a movie. It's a movie.
Because now we're older, we understand life.
Yeah.
When we were younger, we understood, but now we overstand.
Yeah.
Like, things are way different for us now.
But this is the thing as well. I feel like people want Nas to be 20 again. You know what I mean? They're like, bro, he's not gonna. He could. Like, certain rappers will talk the same as they were talking 20 years ago and that. But as like the rapper he is kind of like a conscious guy and that, it will conflict with yourself if you're saying the same stuff when he knows what's going in the world, bro. Like, he's travelled, he knows, like, he's sitting around tables where they're talking about stuff where the information's peaking, that he knows what's going on. So to know everything and then still go in the booth and say some mad stuff, it's like, it don't make sense. And I feel like man was saying before, he's an artist who wants to like stand out. You know the way they don't want to do what everyone else is doing, bro. You know the way they're like, he's got a certain tune, it's one of my favourite tunes where he's talking like in some mad, it's called Hip Hop's Who Killed It. It's on that Hip Hop's Dead album, you get me? And he's talking about how hip hop travelled from like how it started to where it is now. But he's saying it in some mad voice and that, bro. It's like, it's so sick, bro, but it's mad niche, you know the way they're like, it's mad niche, bro. Like, if you don't mess with that sort of music, you're gonna be like, what is this, bro? But to me, I think that's like kind of like, man, bro. Like, I want to make slaps and that, but like, I just feel corny getting on the mic and just doing what everyone else is doing, bro. You know what I mean? There, and that can help or hinder, man. You know what I mean? There, cause I'm doing like rap diaries. People looking at it's like, what the hell is, you know, what you doing in the news?
Rap diaries. I think rap diaries is the best thing you've done.
No, respect, bro.
And the year wrap up things. Bro, I needed that every year, bro. I don't know what you're dealing with.
No, I'm about to do another one halfway through the year,
bro. I don't know what you're playing at.
Bro,
I think that's where you, because bro, see the day that I saw a lot of people don't know this, you try to steal your idea. Obviously, man them, innit? Like, you know, the real ones that really rock with you, would see that from a mile away and be like, brother, what's my? And obviously the youths knew because people kept tagging. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been doing that. That was your niche. Yeah, that's what I saw, because I first done rap diaries, I wasn't really rocking with it. Yeah, I'll be honest. And the second video I was like, alright, cool, my man's talking sense. Third video I was like, wait, what's my man actually saying? What's going on? What does my man do? I didn't even know, man. He's a pedo. That's mad out here. Fire for that. I'm like, what? Now you're teaching me. So now when I'm hearing rap diaries, I'm like, alright, let me see what I can learn. And then when you said you're gonna stop it, I was like, bro, why are you stopping it? That was like your thing. I didn't even get that, Astaxx. Can you explain that to me, bro? What happened?
Bro, to be honest, it was like rap diaries kind of overtook everything else. It was never meant to be the main thing. It was supposed to be a balance of like putting out more traditional songs and putting out rap diaries at the same time. But for whatever reason, the traditional songs weren't coming out due to politics, practical reasons, whatever. So it's just rap diaries, you know what I mean there? So it's like, that was one reason man kind of eased off of it, just to like balance things out, you know what I mean there? Cause I didn't want to get pigeonholed as an artist that just does rap news, you know what I mean there? Another thing was, it's like, it weren't connecting, you know what I mean there? It's like, it was, but
that's
it's...
everyone loving it.
But
that's why when you done that song Lockdown, everybody was more, because rap diaries was like a prelude to Lockdown. Lockdown was like, oh damn.
But sometimes people don't tell you they love it, bro. You know, people don't tell you they love it until you stop doing it, bro. You know the way there, and it's like, I'll be so real. It's like when I see other people do a similar thing and it kind of it's going off, it's like, right, maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else. You know the way there. But at the same time, I don't think that was the right thing to do, because I believe that the rap diaries is one of the best things in the UK scene ever. Do you know what I mean? In terms of when you watch it, and it's like, in terms of its uniqueness, and big up, the guy's name, because he done something similar, but he was doing like the year wrap up. You know what I mean there? Like, he's more like a generation before man. We'll put in the credits or something, you get me? And then there was a guy called C.O.L.D from America. He's like the first person that man knows that was doing the year wrap-ups and that, innit? Obviously man broke it down different and done the monthly thing and slapped the video with it as well to make it man's own kind of thing, you get me? But I feel like the uniqueness of it, I was watching some of them back the other day, bro, and I don't think there's a lot, like...
Are you do re-uploads of those?
No, I'm going to, like, with...
I'm not gonna lie, bro, you should have like a series and make people subscribe to it in like even do like private performance. Like Rap Diaries was big, bro. Rap Diaries was big. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I started to get used to it.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying about sometimes you not believing in your own art because you're not seeing the fast progression from it,
bro.
And it's like I slowed. Remember I said to you, I first saw it, I was like, "What's my man on? Man. This ain't gonna bust."
Yeah.
And I saw the second one, and then I saw the third one, and I'm like, "Oh, he was educating me, bro. He was educating me. I was learning stuff. I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, bro, this happened." I was
Bro,
like,
I'm educating myself. Cause the thing with the Rap Diaries as well, it takes a lot, bro.
Like
you know what I mean?
Research,
you got to research it, bro. Cause I can't just be on the mic saying, yeah, this happened. I ain't got a clue what I'm talking about. So I've got to actually look into the story. So now I'm a researcher, you know what I mean? And then it's like, it's quite heavy as well, bro. Cause a lot of the stuff man's looking through and that, the news stories are mad, bro. And then you realize what's going on in the world, bombs dropping, this person, that person, it's mad, bro. So it's a heavy process as well, and to do that every month.
The thing about Palestine, I was like, raw, like Astaxx is actually on point. Like he's done his proper research.
Yeah, bro.
Like, where did you get this from? I was
like, man.
My brothers get, and that's what you're not listening. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You was getting better at. It's you see when you start something. You start at like level 1.
Yeah.
Level 2. Sometimes you go to level 6. Like, bro, you was at level 10.
Yeah.
You was actually, that's why the youth stole, I won't say stole. The
youth
innovated what you done.
Yeah. I know he didn't innovate, but he done a similar thing. Innovating is when you take it and change it and do something better.
They actually done what you did.
Yeah. They done the same thing.
The same kind of content.
Yeah.
Like, it weren't same words, obviously, different
words. Yeah.
But same kind of content, and then, and everyone's like, oh my God, this is sick. So from that moment, you should have said in your head, oh, so this does work.
Yeah.
Let me keep doing my thing. Because if I keep going on this path, eventually I must bust a door because it's something different. No one else is doing something like this.
Yeah.
And you're giving people information, you're making it musically, and you sound sick. You're rhyming good as well. It's not like that's what I think took a lot out of you. To get everything to rhyme, and then you had to spend time.
Yeah.
And I think that was the most probably taxing of all. Like,
do you know what?
Get these bars.
The more man do it, because like I said, I'm writing a half a year one now, innit? So I'll drop it at the end of June. And it's like with anything else, bro, the more you do it, the easier it gets to do. You know what I mean? So I'm writing this one and it's just flowing, bro. You know what I mean? It's just easier now, bro. You know what I mean? Writing bars, everything, bro. It's just, man's been doing it so long. It's just easy, bro. It's easy, bro. So it's like, man even done a 10-year wrap-up. I don't know if he was... That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, man just trying to do different things out there, bro.
That one was too far. You're going too far now.
Yeah, like I done a decade, innit? From like 2010 to 2020 or something like that.
No, I think I saw that. How long was that? That was kind of long though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like, I dropped it at the end of 2019.
As in like lengthwise, it wasn't like a 2-3 minute.
It was maybe 4 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, my bro. So I set up an individual page for it so people could check it out. The Rap Diaries on Instagram. And it's just got all of them there, you know what I mean? There. And with this...
Check Rap Diaries. I'm giving you the go ahead. Go check Rap Diaries, trust me.
Yeah, man. So it's not dead, you know what I mean? There. It's well and alive, and I'm looking to drop another one half the year, and then another one at the end of the year.
This is my personal... I think that would be the most lucrative, and make it like turn it into a thing like, oh, you like this?
Yeah.
Like, subscribe and then, wow, man.
Yeah.
In the Discord group.
Yeah.
And people are giving you information of what to talk about. Like, did you see what this happened? And you got like some Discord group and you're like, all right, cool. So everything everyone's brought to me now, that's part of my £5 subscription.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it in a song.
100%. But then it's like... The other thing that kind of made me fall back as well is just the propaganda. Because I'm researching this stuff, but a lot of news stories, they get put out there by people with agendas, innit? To like sway people's opinions and that. So certain times I didn't know if I was just piggybacking on someone else's news story and like putting that in my thing. I don't even know if it's really true, or I don't even know why they've brought it up at this point in time. It could just be so they can pass this bill, so they're trying to put this into the air. You know what I mean?
You're going too far, Astaxx. You're going too far. You just got to look at his entertainment. You're going... see, when you go that far, your conscience and your morals now, you're like, I need to be careful now.
Yeah.
But then... how careful can you be? Because remember, these people have been doing it for years, you know, been brainwashing us. You know, now, yeah, I watch the news, they be like, yeah, Russia's losing in the Ukraine. I'm like, bro, you're lying. I'll go to news channels that are nothing connected to the UK. YouTube, and they be saying a whole different story, like, bro. Their titles are such lies. And
that's like, what I'm saying.
Oh, it's actual propaganda. Imagine what happened in this country. Be like, yeah, they've bombed us and we're gonna die. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And these times it's not even happenstance.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's propaganda, bro.
These TV channels like we're dying and we have to go out and fight, and it's not even that.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
But now we're at war, bro. We're on the front line, me and you.
Trust me, bro. They use it. So I'm not trying to like, start rapping about some news story and I'm just some porn, really. I'm just saying like what they want man to say to the people, you know what I mean there? Even watching, like man watch like Narcos and that on Netflix, you get me? And I'm at a point where on the ballot and that, you know when they had to vote for different parties and that, but obviously there's the party that's in bed with the man that's moving the blow and that, you know what I mean there? So that's the party they want to be in power, innit? The people who they've got the links with. You get me? But there's a next party who the people are messing with more. You get me? So what they've done is on election day and that they're rigging the machines and that just to make it look like one party's winning, because they know that once they make it look like that and they broadcast it on the news, when man see raw, them man they're losing anyway. Like there's no point. They're losing anyway. And then it's like they always lose. You know the way there. So you wouldn't even get off your seat because you're seeing on the news that they're losing anyway. So what's the point in me getting up? You get me?
That's cool. That's a psychological technique.
It's called manipulation, bro.
At its finest.
Facts, bro.
At its finest. And we're just sitting there just being manipulated like, them man won.
Yeah, they literally.
Even win, bro.
That's why you gotta do your thing regardless. If you got something in your heart to do in that, that's why you really gotta do it, bro, because there's so many things out here that's not as they seem, you know what I mean? And if you buy into it too much, it will take you off course, it will take away your belief. Cause man's trying to show you like, it's done anyway. No matter what you do out here, you're done. You know what I mean there, bro? Like that's a lot of the narrative that kind of gets pushed on the news and in people's music and even people's everyday vibe on the train because they're engaged with all of this stuff, you know what I mean there? But that's why man's got to just kind of come from within with it, and anything man want to do, just do it. You know what I mean there, bro? You get me?
That's wild, though. Deep in it now, what you're saying, that's crazy. Like, yeah, now I see, now I understand Rap Die is a little bit different now. Now you've made me understand it from a deeper perspective now.
Trust me, bro.
Vibe, if you're on that vibe, like, bro, am I pushing my man to get?
Yeah, but that's why if you listen to it, I'm never really, I try and say, they say this happened. I'm just kind of like listing events that have happened. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like narrating it. Yeah. You get me? Narrating what's happened in the month. You know what I mean? That's a better way of putting it still.
Yeah, like, I definitely think, Rap Diaries is something that you should never give up on, bro, because that was talented. And even the way you done it, and the scenery and how it was filmed.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
If you, who's your favourite artist right now in the UK?
Favourite artist in the UK.
The UK, I feel like we've got our own scene now, and it's like it's a whole different game now.
Yeah,
like you can actually have a playlist full of UK people. Like, let's play. Obviously, it might be kind of crazy depending on what genre you're involved in. Yeah. You listen to certain things and it sounds sick. Yeah, it's just demonic.
Yeah. Favorite artist in the UK at the moment? To be honest, bro, I'm not really listening to a lot of people at the moment, bro, because it's just like, a part of it is, if I'm real, it's like, I feel like I rap better than most people, bro. So it's like, there's a part of me, it's like, I might as well just listen to my own stuff, you know? If I'm totally real, I'll be like, raw, like, 'cause it's getting to the point where, where I've been doing it for so long, and it's like, I'm not gonna listen to no one rapping just for the sake of it, bro. And I've heard so many songs, it's like, man, I want to hear something different, you get me? More time I'm just listening to my old school vintage stuff. I'm listening to new stuff I make, because I'm making stuff all the time. Or I'm just listening to my classic tunes that I just rinse over and over again, you get me? But obviously, Bear Man have got talent, bro. The scene's crazy.
Who would you collab with? All right, tell me 2 artists. If you could collab with them right now in the UK, who would you collab with?
Wretch. Maybe like Emily Sandé, bro. You get me?
Emily Sandé, that's a different one. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I think you have a tune with Emily Sandé.
I've got a tune with her still.
Bro, like
I've got a tune with her, but it's like, it's a powerful song, bro, and it needs the right time to kind of bless the people and bless the world. You get me?
But do you ever think this is where my straight fire is. I have fire content and I know this will go viral. I just slap it out there. I don't even care anymore. I've got to the point in my mind where I'm like, if I die tomorrow, I'm not dying with this stuff.
Yeah.
Go out now and bust me. Maybe just go now. I need the money now. Because I remember I used to think that, like, I remember I had bare tunes, back in the day, I'd be like, I'm holding on to this one. I'm going to do a sick video. Bro, I should have just put everything out and see what hit. Because man had some bangers, blood, but 100%. I'm holding on to it. I'm going to do a sick 100 grand video on this. And bro, in life in general, it's like you only got one shot. And I've kind of got this mindset now, like anything that I think sick, I'm putting it straight out. I don't even waste time now. Oh, mama said that?
Yeah.
That sounds wild.
Yeah. That's what...
That sounds wild. And then I'll get a mad response and I'll be sitting back watching people going crazy.
Going crazy.
Section. And I'm like, is this real?
That's where I'm at with it as well, and that's like kind of what's behind this project that I've just put out, bro. And obviously you've got your own machine here, so it's like there's nothing to stop you from putting stuff out. You get me? You ain't got to get no one else's opinion or nothing like that. You're not signed to a label, you know what I mean? There. So that's where I'm at with it as well, bro. Like, man, love to make music. I'll make music for fun. I do it in my sleep, you know what I mean? There. So why not just put it out? You get me? The way the content is as well. Anyway, like, man will be scrolling on their phone and see your thing and not even listen to it. You know the way there, bro? You might have to drop it 5 times before, man, what is he actually saying? You know the way there? So it's like, yeah, bro, man's trying to just, like, when man leave this place and that, man just want to be empty, innit? So, like, just give it all away, bro. That's what it's for, bro.
That's it.
That's what it's for.
Because do you remember, like, when artists, like, release some, like, and they like, song's been leaked?
Yeah.
I used to think, what is the benefit in that? Because I always look at nothing ever leaked. Just put this out there to you. Nothing's ever leaked. It's always put out for a reason. Let me just put it out there to you. No one can leak something that you don't want to be leaked.
Nah, back in the day they could still. Even now they can.
I don't think so. I
feel
like
you can.
If I don't want this, because remember, it's on my hard drive.
Yeah.
How do you get access to my hard drive?
Because if you're the engineer or the producer or the studio person,
but then you're messing with your bag now. Do you really want to mess with your bag?
Yeah, but a lot of them guys are probably on a flat rate anyway. You know the way. Then if they think they can get away with it,
but how?
Then
I know
I
produce a tune with you. I'm not artist is dumb. Like, I know I done my tune with this guy, or I know I filmed on this date at this time. How are you gonna take my stuff and then re-release it?
But even, do you remember that story with Jay-Z where someone got poked up and that because his album got leaked, innit?
Oh, that's real life. That's real life.
You know what I mean?
That's a whole different.
Yeah.
I feel like when someone's getting poked up, that's not leaking.
That's what I'm saying. And
you tried to do something dirty.
And that literally happened because the project got leaked. So obviously, if man's getting poked up, he didn't want it to get leaked. 100%. You know the way there, bro. So it's like, bro. So it's like sometimes people might just do it just to be the person that done it. You know, like, I leaked it. Weird. Or they might do it because they could get paid off it or something. You know what I mean, bro? Like, there's different reasons people do it. But it does happen. It does happen.
I feel like in this day and age, there's no leaking because it's like, sometimes leaking is actually a good thing.
Yeah. Sometimes, because of the content thing that we was talking about.
Yeah, because like, people make dances to it.
Yeah.
Before your tune's even released.
Yeah.
Man's made a whole dance to your song, you even released it.
Yeah.
You're like, bro, why am I viral? And people are like, because they like this part of the song. And you're like, bro, that don't even make sense.
Literally.
Because people, nowadays, to go viral is probably we're living in a day and age now of 5-minute stars. Yeah. And what I mean by 5-minute stars is if you ain't got nothing to follow up and you ain't like a consistent person that had good stuff, you drop something today, blow up and won't know how to react to it.
Yeah, one-hit wonder business.
Like the guy that made that, there's bare tunes that have gone viral, like Skilly Bang. But he's actually a good artist.
Yeah. He's cemented in what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not. But he's gone viral a few times. Who can I think of?
There's certain tunes that you hear on TikTok and you don't even know who the artist is, but you've heard the song a million times. Yeah.
The tune's actually...
Yeah, like you hear you singing the tune.
When you listen to the whole song, it's crap. Yeah. I've done it bare times. I've gone to look for the tune. I'm like, this is dead.
But more time it's mad catchy though. You know the way that at least it's mad catchy still. But that's another reason why you just got to put stuff out as well, because you don't know what people are really going to like, bro. You know, like the favourite tune that you like, people might hate it.
Staxx, when I mean the internet is the weirdest place on the planet.
Literally, bro.
I'll put something out there. I put out an interview, of... I don't know if you was there that day. It was me, Skins, and was coming from Menace's house, and was coming out, and Fed stopped us. And I was arguing with the Fed woman. She tried to grab my hand, and I was like, no, I'm not having it. And he took me to Peckham police station for disorderly conduct, bro. And I just said that story, how the Feds like tried to take me from Brixton to Peckham. They said, we're going to release you in the morning in Peckham, watching the Peckham.
Yeah.
Bro, that went viral.
Yeah.
But if you ask me, I just put that clip out there. I didn't even think. I thought nothing of that clip.
Yeah.
That clip ended up on bare blog pages. I'm like, what?
That's what I'm saying.
No one even tagged me. And I'm like, I'm watching. I'm literally seeing my face. I'm like, this don't make no sense. It was like a 10, 15 second clip.
Yeah.
So I generally, that's why now I don't have any bias to anything. I just put stuff out and see what works and what doesn't work. Because I don't know what people will connect with and what they won't connect. Because people are so... Like, bro, some of them Jamaican tunes you see people dancing to, they don't even know the lyrics, bro.
Yeah. Just the energy of it.
In the head.
Yeah.
Make your brain have no gravity. Like, they're like, wow, what does that mean? That means make your head go to the sky. Yeah. You're right. You're talking about head topping people.
Yeah. Literally doing the dance and that.
They don't even know what they're talking about.
Literally, bro.
So
literally.
I feel like there's no time like now. Like, to actually try and do something. Does it make sense? Age, nothing really plays a factor now. If someone likes you, they like you. If they rock with you, they rock with you. If they don't, they don't. I feel like we're in that type of day and age now.
100%. And it's just a thing of I like my thing to be natural, bro. Like, I don't want to like be trying to go viral or like trying to like raw, this will make good content, and like, man, live life and like, man, record and what man's doing anyway. You know what I mean, bro? Like, man ain't really trying to like make it like something it's not. You know the way there, bro.
Our parents had the same kind of mindset though. Like, if it's not broken, if it's not fixed, it's not broken. Like, I feel like you have to kind of do what everyone else is doing to a certain extent. Not sell your soul. Yeah. Because man's not looking to sell man's soul. Man still believes in certain things man does. Yeah. But I feel like there has to be some sort of... Because the internet's fake. It's not real. And I like people to understand that. If I'm getting trolled too hard here, I log out of apps, bro.
Yeah.
I take a day or two out. Yeah. Your comments can't affect me, bro. I'm in the real world. I've got a real family. I've got...
Do the comments... Does it affect you though, at all?
I've got to the... Now, I'm in a point where it doesn't.
What, not even 5%?
Sometimes I'll see something that would just like make me want to respond. Yeah. But then I won't respond.
Yeah.
And then I feel nothing after. But some people do try to like get at you. Like, I get a lot of like hate and abuse. Like, and certain times people will be saying weird stuff. So sometimes, I'll be honest, I don't even check comments. Yeah. And I think I learned that from Kim K. Mad, I know you're going to think. Yeah. Kim K said I don't check comments. Yeah. And I was thinking, why does she say that? Then I started to get it and I was like, oh. Yeah. If you're scrolling through all them negative comments,
it'll turn you mad.
It does have an effect on your brain.
Yeah, of course,
and I don't care what anyone says.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Going viral is easy. Yeah. When the comments that come with it are
dealing with it. Yeah,
like,
bro.
People will say weird stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I know where you live.
Because people even in the comments are trying to get attention of other people who are in the comments.
Yeah, people have asked, bro, one of my videos, 2 people was fighting for 4 days. Yeah. They were arguing for 4 days in my comment section. I'm reading their conversation and I was like, this is weird.
Yeah, literally, because the comment section is its own thing.
It's its own world now.
Yeah, it's its own world, bro.
You got social media, then you got comment sections.
Yeah. Man will even go to the comment section before they even watch a video.
100%. Don't you do that? I do that all the time.
Yeah, I do that as well.
I see a video, I'm like, oh, this video looks crazy. Let me go comment section. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, damn. Ooh,
yeah.
Damn. This is what it's about. And then I'll scroll up. But do you understand that we've been socially programmed? So if we know that that's the way it is, wouldn't it make sense to have people that are creating comments yourself? So, and if that's the case, then wouldn't TikTok know that? And then, based on the content, create content? Because sometimes I feel like TikTok trolls. I don't feel like it's real. I went on TikTok one day, and I posted a video at 3:03. At 3:05, it was on 10,000 views. How? How? But you're not realizing that a video could go, if they send it out to every single device in that area, that could happen.
Facts, bro.
It's not unbelievable, but for me, I was shocked that a video could get 10,000 views in 2 minutes. And I was like, bro, this is definitely getting 1 million. And it got to 1 million, and I was like, bro, I knew it was going to get to 1 million. And your phone man and said, you're going viral today. And man's like, oh. And then before you know it, I said, look, there's the video, and it was on every blog page. But the fact is that I found that kind of weird though, like that something can go out so far. So imagine they wanted to stop your content. Your content wouldn't go anywhere.
Anywhere, bro. Anywhere. But I think, cause even like some dance thing, that mad dance keeps popping up on my TikTok. It's like some bashment dance thing, you get me? It keeps on, every time if I open it now, it'll probably be on there. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, why does it keep showing me this? But really, I'm watching it. You know what I mean? Even if I'm not like messing with it and commenting and that, I think they're just seeing that, he's watching this thing. So I'm going to keep sending it to him. You know what I mean there? But on a deeper level, if they did want to just get a certain message out into a certain area at one time, they can just literally channel, you know what I mean, what they want people to see to your phone, innit? Because I know even in different countries, TikTok's different, innit?
Chinese TikTok, South Korean TikTok, all them TikToks in other countries, the algorithm's different. They show them positive things that make them smarter. It's only in the UK they send you all the dances and because you have to understand, I genuinely believe there is definitely, and you heard people say, oh, we're going to ban TikTok in this country or that country. I don't know, made you think.
I've heard little whispers of it and
like,
that still.
You think, like, why do you want to ban an app? Like, to us, it's ludicrous, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's because they can't control it.
That's the thing.
Whatever they can't control is a problem for them.
That's the thing. And in this day and age, obviously back in the day, it was newspaper, innit? It's like, that's where, if you want to take it all the way back, like, or back a long time, it would have just been like certain religious books and that. That would be the only form of like news, you know what I mean? Or like, like this is what we're dealing with. And then it's like, you got to wait hundreds of years maybe. Like that might be just the only thing for your whole lifetime.
Yeah.
Just this one book, you know what I mean? And man just, you know, that's you, bro. But then like now, it's every day, bro. You open your phone and there's 1 million books.
And
you get me? So it's like the people who are at the top now, if there was just one book, it's way easier to control because everyone's reading off the same thing. But if there's 1 million books, then what, bro? It's mad. So man are panicking like, them man are going over there, but like, they're thinking this, they're thinking that. And where this group of people had control, now YouTube's got a lot of control because they, you know, YouTube's like the biggest television, it's bigger than any television platform there ever was.
It just got surpassed by TikTok.
Oh, it just got surpassed by TikTok.
The most searched engine for things is TikTok right now.
There you go,
so you
bro.
know when people used to go into YouTube and say, how do I fix my phone?
Yeah.
You can go onto TikTok and do that right now.
You know why as well? Because it's quicker. Because on YouTube, man come on there like, hey guys, subscribe. On TikTok, you can't do that because man will just swipe past you quickly. On TikTok, it's like, step one. If you let, you know what I mean? At the end, the man is like, and if they really helps you, you're probably going to follow them anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why people are doing it on TikTok. But yeah, bro, there's power in that, bro. Like you just said, bro, they sent your thing out to 10,000 people, bro. And you see how people like, even when I'm on the tube or like when I'm on the road even, bro, you just see people just so consumed in their phones. I'm one of them. You know the way there. Sometimes I got to put away my phone because I just feel like, I'm in this carriage of people, and we're all just looking down. I feel
vulnerable.
I feel vulnerable, but I feel like nasty as well. Like I feel like I shouldn't be doing this.
I'm
like
the only man that I've got like a different type of outlook on life, look at it like that. Because one day I got on the bus and everybody's in their phone. And I'm like, are we zombies? Is this the new kind of like, because bro, it looked mad stats. I'm talking about everyone's like this.
Bro.
And I'm looking around and I'm like, There's no eye contact with anyone. I could be
one,
anyone
bro.
right now getting on the bus. I can have an AK in my jacket.
Yeah.
And they just literally, it's like there's no human like this. And I was thinking, is this how I look?
Yeah.
I was like, raw, we're in a very dangerous, that means that we're getting fed a lot of information.
Yeah.
And what's the effect, and I always say this, what's the effect on short-term content on a big mind?
I think like man's minds are like computers, innit? And all the information we get, we process it. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes computers can get too full up of information, or there might be a piece of information so big and it just hasn't got the capability to be able to deal with that information. You know what I mean there? So the computer might start malfunctioning and bugging out. You know what I mean there? Like certain man might watch a couple like conspiracy, like YouTube videos and that. You know what I mean there? And because the information that you're seeing is so mad, if you believe it, then it's like, it can make you start bugging out. Because it's like, not only is the information so mad, you don't know how to process it and deal with it in a real life setting. Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. And that's why I'm saying now, for us and our children, yeah, that's why I see little Mizzy and I see all these little kids going mad on the internet, and I know it's not real. Like, you'll hear man say things like, oh, I've got a kid. You're like, right, you got a kid? How are you doing looking in people's yards? But anyway, maybe...
Oh, has he got a kid?
That's what he said.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking, oh, this is all the front. You're just trying to build something up and build up your name, and then before you know it, you're busting this. But the thing with social media that I've realised is that they can cancel you for literally nothing, and you just have to take the L. The problem that I've seen with all this content and all this information inside of my head is it distracts me from my real purpose in life. And, you know, we only got a limited amount of days and time we got on this earth. And imagine your children, they're in need of you the most. And if you're out here giving too much to the internet, then you're not surfing the internet. You're serving the internet. Remember this, whatever you watch and put your most effort in is what becomes your master. So if your master is removed, if they took all social media platforms off today, what happened to the world? Do you think people would still be able to function? Be honest.
I think it's hard to say what would happen, but there would be a big change. I don't know what it would be, but we're so entrenched in this social media thing now that would affect people in a big way. I don't know what it would be, but end of the day, it's like...
How would you communicate?
You'd have to... We're creatures of necessity, innit? So you just find a way, innit? Do you know what I mean? We always find a way, bro. Like, if they took it away, man would just go back to what he was doing before, or you'd find another way. Do you know what I mean?
There's no going back now, and that's where AI comes in. So
there you go.
So I genuinely believe we're in a society where we're going on a very, very dangerous... I was on ChatGPT. I got ChatGPT. I use it for a certain thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't like using Google. It's faster, it's easier.
Yeah.
I asked them to do something for me and they refused.
Yeah.
And that made me realise something. They was like, oh, the content that you done is not ethical and this and that. And I was like, not ethical. Like, I was talking about a woman dating two men. And they're like, it's not ethical. I'm like, bro, but it's reality. Like, forget your ethics. I asked you to do something. Do what I say.
Yeah.
The computer's arguing with me. And I'm like, remember, we've always, everything has a purpose in this world. Every single thing. This has a purpose, that has a purpose. These things are inanimate objects. They can't tell me, this can't tell me I'm not working unless it's broken.
Yeah.
But then it can be fixed.
Yeah.
How can a computer tell me they're not doing something that I've told it to do?
Yeah.
How?
Because it's been designed that way, bro. And it's like, the technology is just getting to a point where nothing's ever gonna be better than the human body and the human brain. Like, they're never gonna, it's a miracle, bro. You know what I mean? You're never gonna make anything better than that. Like, God, the master creator, you're not gonna top it. You know what I mean there? But it's like, with the chat GPT and all of that sort of stuff, it's just man just going and just the next thing, and that's what it's all about for humans, innit? Like once we do this, we're gonna want to go and do something else, and we're gonna build upon it. You know what I mean? Even if it's not something that's saving lives, like necessarily, or doing any good, it's just like, man, just want to see what's out there, and it's like that's kind of our rise is kind of our downfall at the same time, bro, because if you think about certain people like explorers and that went and found certain things and that, you didn't probably need to go and get in a boat and like risk your life and risk men like traveling across these waters and that, bro. But there was something inside, man, that curiosity that the creator put in, man. You get me? To go and do that stuff and to go and, you know what I mean, see what's over there. And then when you got there, you wanted to build this and you wanted to create this and you wanted to create that. Obviously, man's made in God's images, innit? So, in God's image, so we're all creators anyway. So it's just within us to just keep creating and like, what can man do and what's the next thing and that, you get me?
Like, remember this is what scares me, yeah? They kind of showed us what... Do you remember Terminator, bro? The first Terminator?
Yeah.
That was made in the 80s, bro.
Yeah.
And in the 90s and then 2000.
Yeah.
But it's always about robots taking over the world and they got too smart and they said that humans are very, like, they're destroying the planet, and to keep the planet going, we have to take... Imagine a computer saying, you, man, are destroying the planet. I have to get rid of you, man, for the planet to work. Now, AI is through every single system. Now, everything has a semiconductor chip in it. So, technically, AI can get everywhere and do anything to all of us. It can just burn down this room if it wanted, if it really wanted to. Because it can send a semiconductor chip that's in here through them and know my exact location because of TikTok. So, like, when I'm saying about AI taking over the world and doing this, and this, I love using AI for the things that the purpose is it can be used for. But at the same time, I see a danger to it in 30 or 40 years from now. Like, you don't need to drive. Your car will just, you go and press a button. Remember, cars are push start now.
So, yeah.
Push start and you're like, yo, take me to my house, please.
Yeah.
And it already knows where you live because it's really programmed like that.
Yeah.
Because my phone knows where I live. I remember one day I went through my phone and it said, your home address is this. Like, how did you know? It was telling me my most significant locations. What does that mean, bro?
Yeah, that's the cookies and all that, innit? But like, it's technology, innit? And it's like, technology is one of the main drivers that like changes human behavior, innit? You know the way there, from like the wheel. You know, like when man first made the wheel, you know how lit it must have been, bro. Like when man...
Man say riding bikes.
Yeah, like man's putting down the camel and that, like, nah, button the camel and that. Man can get there faster now. So from that, from the wheel and from different technology allows humans to move in different ways, innit? And, you know, so like, without ships and that, man would have been able to like communicate with other islands and get to other places, you know what I mean there? So technology just builds and builds and it changes our behaviour. But I think there's a something to be said for there being a balance though, you know what I mean? I feel like right now, where we are now, this is a good balance, you know what I mean there?
I think so.
Yeah, because I feel like technology is like a magical thing in some ways, and it's like the way it is now, or maybe not right now, maybe like 5-10 years ago, you know what I mean there? Because then it's like, yeah, you got smartphones, you can communicate with people, you got FaceTime and stuff like that. You can see your youths if you're at work, like that's beautiful, you know what I mean there, bro? You can see a youth's face and that, you can see the photographer or whatever. But it's like, it's just going too far now. Like the balance is kind of going off. You get me?
I feel like the balance has been gone and we're living product of it. I'm just thinking like, you know when parents say, I'm not going to give my child a phone or thingy. I was deep in the other day, my children, they was like, yeah, welcome to my I went in every room and I heard them, welcome to my YouTube channel and playing around, yeah. And I was deep in it in my head, I was like, should I go in there and tell them this is wrong, or do I leave them? Because this is the day and age that they're in. Who am I to tell them that it's wrong? When we're moving in such a fast pace that maybe my children boss off YouTube. Maybe I'm not even meant to be the man. Maybe I'm meant to be their cameraman and their editor.
Literally.
And I teach them how to edit and they learn how to edit and they boss.
Literally, bro.
And then they're like, yeah, Dad, I got 10 mil on my account. How do I access
Excuse
it? Me? How? I got 15 million off this video, so 15 million equals this. And I'm like, you're good at maths. And she's like, no, I just typed it into. Do you see what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
100%.
100%.
It's like, in this day and age now, do you not push your children to have phones, or would you say it's all right for them to have phones?
My thing with phones is like, as soon as you're at a point where you're not with man and you're on your own, like you're in society on your own, you got to go to school or whatever on your own, that's when you need a phone. Because you got computers and all that at home. You might have a pad and all of that stuff. But you don't really need a phone until you need a phone. You know the way there. At the end of the day, it's for calls and that, innit? But computers have got to phones have got to the point where they're computers now, innit? So it's like people are giving them to their youths mad young and that. But that's my thing. It's like, right, when you're not with man, that's when you need a phone. You get me? Yeah, my bro. With the YouTube thing and that, it's like, man's got to realise youths are being born basically with iPads in their hand now, bro. You get me? Like, from their born, it's literally, they know how to operate. And
do your children do this as well? Do they watch other children playing?
Yeah, I hate it, bro.
But do you remember when you was young, all we did was play?
Bro. Outside all day playing football, bro. Yeah.
Bro, to the point where I see my son doing this, yeah? I see him playing, yeah, with his toys, yeah? And they're like smashing. And I'm like, that's me when I was younger. Like, that's the imagination. But I don't remember me sitting and watching someone other people else play. And then be like,
well, in a way, obviously, man's watching football and that. You know the way there. So that's
sport, though.
It's a sport.
And it's competition. It's like you want your team to win. That's a whole different thing. Like, that's like a challenge. Like, you know.
But you are watching someone else living their life. You know the way they're playing football and doing their thing. But it is different. But it's kind of the same in a way as well. You get me? But yeah, I see that. Like, my son watches something called Ryan and that. You know the way then. It's just like literally some youth playing with toys and that. You get me? And I just think it's mad, but it just goes back to the whole technology thing, bro. That it provides a big context to how you live your life and how you see things growing up. You know the way that we didn't have all of that stuff when we were like them little ages, bro.
Celebrities now of these things, that's child-friendly content where it's not. Cause it's not like we don't want our children watching crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Because YouTube's mad. The YouTube algorithm's mad.
Yeah.
Your children be watching one thing, next thing, this part. What you say? No. Because I even hear like my kids talking like, oh, something. And I was like, bro, where do they learn them words from?
Facts, bro.
But I know their mums are saying that. I'm not saying that. So they're learning that from YouTube.
From them American YouTube.
What do I say now? Like, do I chastise them from speaking like that when I used to speak a certain way, or is this just the way it is now? So it's we're in a different age now.
You just do your best, man. Like, no matter what area you're in, you just do your best, knowing what you know. You're gonna make mistakes, do you know what I mean? But you just try and do your best, bro. I feel like with the YouTube thing and that, and just like, I forgot what I was even gonna say, but
children thing. YouTube and the show.
Yeah, with the children thing and that, it's completely gone out of my head.
No, I'm saying in general though, like when it comes to like trying to help children and guide them through like languages and how they're saying things, like there's always gonna be a level of the children are children.
Yeah.
You can't control that.
Facts.
I feel a lot of parents think that they can, like, I'm gonna control everything they do.
Yeah.
But then if you do that, then when the kids do get to an age, especially in an age where it's so free, like 8-year-olds got phones. Yeah. Like all my kids got iPads. I'm buying iPads. I'm not playing that game or not having iPads, bro. You lot are gonna learn. This is a new way of learning. You lot are gonna have the technology so that you become savvy with it, so that you can probably create content or create something that can make us money, bro. I'm not sitting there in this old mindset, but at the same time, I don't want them on social media because I feel like social media is a dangerous place because like you don't know who's out there. Jimmy Saviles, all of these guys come out of the woodwork, Philip Schofields. There's a lot of like predators, man. That can be pretty, and maybe I'm just being protective because everyone's got their level of being protective. I feel the internet in a child's hands too.
No, I'm the same. I'm the same because you can't really control that TikTok feed and that, innit?
No, you can't.
You know the way there. You don't know what someone's gonna put on there, and it just pops up on your kid's screen, and now their whole perception of the world is just changed forever. You can't unsee certain things. You know the way there. So you have to try and pattern it to where there's some sort of security on there as well, and that, you get me. But I guess the thing with nowadays and that is like where we're at now is like the technology is so good as well that it's like we had to kind of be a bit more creative, I think, with what we were doing because there wasn't that much things to do. Obviously, you can beat up a computer and there's a few channels on the TV to watch, but now the graphics and everything are so real, and even like outside is portrayed as being way more dangerous, so people want to stay inside more, lockdown, all of these sort of things. So it kind of ties you into the technology thing even more. Do you know what I mean? For various reasons, bro.
Yeah,
you know?
Trust me, man. I don't know. I just feel like for children, yeah, man, I feel like you've got to have a balance, bro. You've got to find a balance
100%.
to give them where they're not overly indulgent so they can still learn and process things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. Even like with the chat GPT thing and all that, in 10 years, 20 years, it's like certain jobs like we're seeing now are gonna be obsolete, bro.
100%.
Like all the people that used to work in Tesco's now, they probably, all the cash people, they got cashless tills or whatever, you know what I mean?
Probably you don't even have to edit anymore. I'm pretty sure there's softwares where, I'm pretty sure someone's creating a software right now that you can film the footage yourself, put it through the software, it chops up the video, puts all these effects in it, and now you got a music video Astaxx.
No, facts, bro. Facts.
It's what, £900, £800.
Yeah, literally.
What do you need they got TV for?
They got AI rappers and all that as well. You're using next people's voices.
Mad.
Do you know what I mean? But
that was scary because you know why that's scary? Because if you think that situation, that's actually really, really scary. You know?
Yeah.
Because I can just take your music or take your voice and pull it on another tune.
Yeah. It's mad, but
where's the copyright in that?
It's all a gradual thing. Like the way humans move is it was always gonna go down like this.
So?
Yeah, because it's not about what's best for people, innit? It's all about the bread. Do you know what I mean? So when you're chasing bread, it's just like the outcome overall isn't gonna be a good thing, bro, because that's the only thing in your mind. It's not like, right, how would this make people feel? It's about how much bread can we make off this? It's selling? All right, we'll do this more. Do you know what I mean, bro? And that's literally how the majority of people are kind of moving out here, bro. So, and that's why I say balance, because we've all, like, technology in the music game, it's helped and hindered. You know what I mean? Like, it's helped your music to reach millions of people, billions of people. Do you know what I mean? Like through technology, through streaming, through CDs, it's all technology, you know what I mean there? But now it's just getting it's getting extreme, you know what I mean there?
100%. Would you use AI, your voice, to sing another song and then?
Nah, I'm not. I don't need to do all that, man. Don't need to do all that, bro. I think, man, the wickedest thing about it is like the way man make beats and that. Like more old school people who are like actually play instruments, they'll look down their nose at man, maybe some of them, and say, "Raw, like you don't even play, what does an F sharp sound like?" You know what I mean there? And man can't just tell them, you know what I mean there? So it's like, it's the same thing, bro. It's just like with each generation, the tech and that's just getting more crazy. But if you're born into it, it's just more normal, you know what I mean there? But it will be interesting to see where it goes, and man just can't be like fearful of stuff, bro. Man just gotta let go of it, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, cause we're not in control of this thing. Man just out here trying to just make life lit for man and for man's youths and for people around man and doing man's thing, you know what I mean? There, so man ain't trying to like
instill fear into each other.
Yeah, bro.
That's
because
when you kind of destroy everything.
Yeah,
installing fear. Like
100%. That's the biggest killer, bro. That's the biggest killer.
I think that's what helped me to just do my thing.
Yeah.
Like, first it was like a little bit fear. What people are gonna think of if I do this or I do that, and if I say this or say that, what people gonna think. And eventually, I got to the point where I thought, you know what, I don't have no fear.
Yeah.
And then that's when I started to release, I feel like, my best content. And I started to understand the internet.
Yeah.
I never understood it before. I used to think it was like real.
Yeah.
I used to think like everything's real.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
to keep it 100.
Yeah.
I started to see that not everything is what it seems. Like no one's actually real on the you can't be 100% real in it.
Yeah.
What's the point of having real life?
Even in real life, you can't be like most people ain't 100% real. Like that's a lot, you know the way there. That's a lot to be 100% real, bro.
So it's like for me, I started to realize, okay, forget fear. Let me just do my thing. And the more I did my thing, I started to see like there's reception. People like this.
100%, bro. Because that's the thing. It's like whatever you say, there's someone else who feels the same way.
100%.
And the internet, like if you went outside your house and said it, no one would care in it maybe. But on the internet, everyone's there anyway. So if they hear you saying that stuff, it's like, I agree. You know what I mean?
And the funny thing is, the algorithm is putting everybody that either likes or hates your content.
Yeah.
Because they're not dumb. The algorithm don't just give you everyone that likes it.
Yeah.
They give everyone that hates it as well, because they know that's going to create more content.
But that's what I'm saying. And that's what it comes back to. You know what I was saying? That thing keeps on popping up on my phone.
Yeah.
It's because even if people don't like it, they're still watching it. So TikTok or YouTube, they know, like, he's messing with this. Even if he don't like it, or like they consume this content. You know the way there. So let me give it to them again. Like,
do you believe me? They've had AI for years, but they've only released it now.
Like, yeah, 100%.
The algorithm is AI. Think about it.
Yeah. No, 100%. Well, you know, like, they've got these things patterned, bro. I believe like they got iPhone 18 just sitting there, you know the way there, and it's probably the mad thing. Like, it does something, it can like do some holograms and that. You get me? But they drip feed it to you, innit? Because if
imagine
like
the new one has something where we can feel emotions, bro.
What do you mean?
That's what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Hey, bro, they're making us so. I'm upset with my missus, yeah, and she goes on my phone and it shows my stress level.
No, I believe they could do that, bro. I believe they've got some mad stuff just sitting there, bro, just waiting to give it to me.
If I said to you 20 years ago, they're going to have a phone that has facial recognition, you'd laugh at me, be honest.
No, 100%. You only see that in cartoons and that. Them times there. Do you know what I mean? But that's when you get to thinking like, is it like the chicken or the egg sort of thing, innit? Is it like man's making this art and it's inspiring people to make the tech? No. Or is it man's making the tech and then putting out art to where it's like, it's conditioning people to see, like, you've already seen it when it comes, innit? So it's not like a shock thing to you. You know the way they like FaceTime, you've seen it on old shows and that, so it's not a new thing. It's like you feel like you might have even used it before. You're more comfortable with it because you've been introduced to it before. Do you know what I mean, bro? So it's like what comes first sort of thing, you get me? Or maybe it's a bit of both.
So that means that everything that we have seen is coming to pass sooner or later. Like I've always said I wanted to have like a car that can fly through the sky. That's like my thing. I want to be able to fly it.
Yeah.
But I want to be able to cut like from here to like Manchester in like 20 minutes. That's
the thing, but it's like
that's mad, isn't it?
That's kind of the mad thing with society. It's like, why do you want to be able to do it?
I just want to move.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what technology's done now. It's just sped everything up to the point where everything's just happening like that, bro. Because the information and that is just coming so quick. You know the way they're like, going back to what man was saying before, it's like, back in the day, you'd have just been in your little village and a man would have rolled up on a horseback and giving you a scroll or something. You know the way there, bro? And it's like, that's the information your town will be working with for the next 200 years, bro.
Facts.
But now, it's like every day you're getting a new scroll. You know the way there? So it's like, things are just moving at an insane rate right now still, and it just is what it is, bro. But it's like, yeah, man, like our need to like want to get to Manchester in 20 minutes, that's kind of what's driving it as well, you know the way there.
But I feel like because we've got to such ease, yeah, what I've always wondered the guys here, if you give men too much ease, then they become emasculated.
Yeah.
So if I don't have to work, I don't have to go out, I don't have to get this, and my missus getting everything, then I become effeminate.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, babes, can you make me this? I don't really want to do anything. I'm good. I'm welcome to the good life, as Kanye West would say. Yeah. So anyway, man, we've gone kind of deep. Man.
No, definitely.
But you see that Kanye West album, was it College Dropout? That was your favorite album at one time.
It's definitely one of them. It's up there.
But why was it your favorite album? I always wanted to ask you that. I remember you pushed that on me. I remember one day he's like, bruv, this album's sick. And I'm like, it's not that. And he was like, brother, you ain't listened to it. How can you tell me? I'm like, bro, it's not that, bro. It's Kanye West, bro. He's dead. And he's like, you ain't listened to Kanye? And I'm like, nah, bro, it's not all of that. You're like, bro, you haven't heard College Dropout. Me and you had a debate about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about no College Dropout.
Yeah.
You had it on CD. That's how old school it was.
Nah, Kanye he's a powerful artist, man. He's a powerful artist, bro. And man can kind of relate to him in a way where it's like, in the hood, man weren't the guy that was like the toughest guy, you know what I mean there, bro? I weren't like the guy that come on the block and everyone gets scared or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But I can still relate to like the Jay-Z's and that, cause man was doing certain things and that, you know what I mean there? I think that's part of what made me relate to Kanye is that just the thing of not being super, well, I don't know if people will call him geeky and that, but like, man's thing's kind of in the middle. You know what I mean? The man's not no geek or no neat, but man's not no madman. You know what I mean there, bro? So it's like, that's kind of what made me relate to him. And then the music was just crazy, bro. You know what I mean there? And it's kind of different, the concepts of it, like, you know, like...
The tune used to be Welcome to the Good Life. I'll never forget that.
No, that weren't my tune. That's a big tune, but man... certain other tunes, bro, that he's made. Like, even heard them say with Adam Levine and that, you know what I made there? And I think that's kind of what I aspire to make as well, you know? Certain songs where it's like the concept's crazy and like, it's still a good song, bro. You know what I made there?
I think at one time he was making out of this world music.
Yeah.
Like that tune, that Japanese tune, Stronger, bro, that was a mad tune. Bro, creatively, I don't know where he went. You know, have you ever wondered where someone goes in their mind to get to a destination? I still can't remember. Was he watching anime? What was in his head? And
tune,
the beat and everything to do with it. It boss. Welcome to the left and that.
Yeah, that's tonight. Like secretary of
the flow was so sick and so like eloquent. Where did he? Because he knew doing a video like that would bust him like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like he had so much creative control at that time over what he was doing. I think he produced that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think what he's great at is like putting it together, innit? So it's like certain times he might not even write the bars, but you gotta have a certain level of vision, and you gotta like have a lack of ego in it to like say, rah, I know this guy here can write sicker bars than me, and I'm gonna let him write the bars, because I know if I make the beat and he writes the bars and I just say I wrote it, it's over. You know what I mean there? So it's like, and I've heard stories about them man there where like people come into the studio, say if we're like sitting here and we're like making $1 million off this podcast, and then someone comes in and they give us some water and that, like man will give them royalties from this podcast as well, just because they contributed to the thing. You know what I mean? Just by giving us some water or something.
No way, is that
yeah, like to that level. You know what I mean there? So his creative process obviously is different. You know what I mean there, bro? It's proper different. And yeah, bro, like he's coming from a real place of it with some of the songs. You know what I mean there? Yeah, my bro.
We got Kanye before he got with the Kim Kardashians.
All of that, it's mad, bro. It's like you never know what people are going through behind closed doors, innit? And them and they've been through some mad stuff, bro. You get me?
The loss of his mum kind of.
Of course. Have you watched that the documentary that he done?
I feel he blames himself for that.
That's one of the best hip hop documentaries ever made, bro. To me, because
I think how it's made.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about how it's made, like from the backstory,
the detail of it.
Like how did man know one day you're gonna bust him? Let me keep putting this footage. That's what kind of mashes me up. Like is showing a mad journey.
Mad, bro. You never seen someone on that level, their story showed to that level of detail. That's what made it, to me, probably the best hip hop documentary.
Because of that kind of timeline. Like,
yeah, it's over from when he was.
Because even when I was watching, I was like, bro, what? Who is he rolling with? And then I was like, oh, he used to sell beats, and like it shows you when he first met people, when he went to the Rockefeller Studios. That shows when he was showing people that he can rap, and everyone's like.
And then you see the journey, and it makes you even more of a fan because it's like raw, like. We all go through that, bro, especially people like us, like entrepreneurial, trying to do stuff and that, and the amount of rejection and that you've got to overcome. And to see that and where he is now, and to see that, you know what I mean? Like he's trying to get into people's office and they're not hearing it and that, and this setback and that setback, losing your mum, all of that, bro. Like, it's mad, bro. But yeah, I think that's one of the best documentaries of all time, my brother. You get me?
I think yeah, if you ain't seen that, you ain't seen a lot still. Like,
yeah,
I only
yeah.
watched like an hour of it and I was like, this is madness. Like, even what the person said when he was filming it, like, I knew he was gonna be big. And I feel like having people around you like that in general, that like have this undeniable belief that you're gonna boss. I feel like certain people have things.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't falter. Like, they genuinely believe.
Maybe
through the way they might think, oh, this guy, but they think they know, right? He's gonna blow. Like,
yeah. Because he had that different belief in himself, though.
Yeah.
Like different sort of belief in himself. You know what I mean?
I feel like he had to put that on to get where he was going. But then when he met certain people like Jay-Z, and then because he produced a whole Jay-Z album.
Yeah.
From start to finish, like, is in like all the tracks and it. I was like, what? How much money did he make off this?
Did he do it from start to finish? Cause I know there was one where him and what's the other producer? Just Blaze. I think they done like kind of half and half, and I don't know if he's done a whole one.
What is it, man?
I know Watch the Throne, he probably produced a lot.
It's not Blueprint. It's not Blueprint. Is it Blueprint?
Niggas in Paris and that. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. He's been doing that, but there was an album that he done, and he done bare beats, and he bought all the beats off of him.
Yeah.
Oh my god, his beats are sick. And I was like, oh, this is a Kanye. And then I started to understand Kanye had a special type of theme. He would take old school songs.
Yeah, the samples. Yeah.
But he was sick at it. At the time, it was peak. He was like the best at it.
Yeah.
All them Cameron tunes, all that was all Kanye.
Yeah, and he was one of the only people kind of doing it at that time to that level. Him and the Heatmakers, innit? Like them sort of samples.
But his ones were like picture perfect.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a science to it, innit? It's songs a lot of the time that have kind of worked before. You know the way there. So you're just kind of remaking it for nowadays. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do that in the industry. Do you know what I mean? That's
music has a power that it travels through time.
100%.
So
100%.
People don't know that music travels through time. So something that was a hit in the 80s could be a hit in the 90s.
100%.
Hit in 2000s, hit in 2010s, hit in 2020, and hit in 2021s.
That's what I'm saying.
Look at to find it, and that's why I said Kanye West was a genius.
Yeah.
That's why I said he was actually a genius, because he saw that and made millions of it. Yeah. He was a millionaire off beats before he was actually a rapper.
Yeah. And yeah, a lot of even A&Rs and that do that now, bro. They go to old tunes that were hits back in the day, and they get their artists to like remake it and that. You know what I mean? Just to make it pop.
Everything's kind of like remake at this. Everything.
Look at Puff Daddy. He's the king of that.
Biggest king.
Yeah, he's the king of that, bro.
Being
like,
around the world. I didn't know that was a song before that.
Yeah, I can't find my baby. I don't know where. I don't know where. Song. Yeah.
I didn't know that though.
Missing You, that's probably one of his biggest hits to this day.
Tune, is it?
That's Sting. Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, my bro. So there's a science in that, you know the way there. Yeah, but just going back to the belief thing, like with Kanye and that, and I even see that in you as well, you know what I mean? It's just like a blind sort of faith that you got to kind of have to push through and get to that next level. And a lot of the time you might feel a bit awkward when you're doing that, do you know what I mean? But within growth, there's got to be some awkwardness, you know what I mean? If you're waking up every day and it just feels like you're just going through the mill and that, it's probably because you're not doing anything new or anything that's groundbreaking for yourself, anything that's getting you to another level, You know the way there, because anything that's really helping you in your life or helping you to make a breakthrough, you're gonna feel vulnerable. Facts. You know the way there. Facts. So you gotta try and embrace that feeling of vulnerability and make that like your brethren. You know the way there. Facts. That's what gets you through, bro. Facts. Trust me.
Facts. Yeah, man, this is a good podcast, man.
Trust me, bro. Trust me.
I could have been there for another 3 hours. I swear down, I could have been there for another 3 hours. I'm not even lying to you. Like, this is actually a sick one still. Where can people find you if they was looking for you? How would they find you?
Astaxx Music, Astaxx Music on all platforms, man.
All platforms?
Yeah.
YouTube, TikTok?
Pretty much still. TikTok's at a.stax100, you know what I mean?
Someone stole the name?
You'd be surprised how many people got the name Astaxx. With an X, bro. 2 X's and all that, bro.
No way.
It's weird, bro. It's weird, man.
It's mad, because I Googled you and you came up first still.
Yeah. But it's the cookies and that, innit? They know that we're old school and that, innit? Brethrens and that. So they're giving it to you because they know that
that's
man's
mad.
people.
That's scary.
Yeah, bro.
They knew that we was connected. Like,
that's how it is. That's how it is now, bro. That's how it is, man. So it's use things to the best of our ability and just cut through, bro. But yeah, the project's out now, the Cost of Living Dreams. Look out for a new rap diary dropping soon, halfway through the year. The ebook, audio book for the project. And just bare music, bro. Just the best.
Are you releasing videos to all of them tunes or just...
Not all of them. We'll see kind of what people are kind of gravitating towards.
Just another quick thing. People don't know that he's multi-talented. He actually does acting as well. You try to keep that on the low.
Yeah.
Movies now, and I've been like, your acting skills is all right. You're not even dead. Like,
come on.
Did you do drama in school?
Man got kicked out of drama in school still, but I was in the class initially. But it's just like, man's like a 360 artist, you know what I mean there, bro? Like, man can...
Now, but you're acting, I'm saying your acting's at good level.
No, thank you, bro.
I've seen you in a few, and I was like, wait a second. This is... Cause remember I showed you one, and I was like, bro, Astaxx, you actually done well. I think I even bigged you up. I said,
yeah.
The one in the car. There's
Yeah.
Astaxx, you're actually good. Like, on a, like, forget man's brothers.
It's real shit.
I was watching, I was engaged. I was like, bro, I didn't know Astaxx could act. I was like, what? This doesn't even look fake. This actually looks real. I was like, you've done actually well.
No, thank you, bro, man. That was an independent film called The League, which will hopefully be out soon. It's still being edited and that, but that was just like a little one-away scene that man just put up. Man's just creative, bro. You know what I mean there? So it's like when I'm not writing, I make beats. When I'm not making beats, I might be making a book. When I'm not making a book, little acting thing. You get me? It's just all just different.
Creative, man.
Yeah, it means to get it out there. You get me?
Come on, man. But yeah, everybody like, comment, and subscribe. We're out.
Make sure. Bow.